cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane.
What an outstanding competition.
From miles around, the best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke.
Holy smokes, that's a lot of horse.
Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up at night underneath that Texas sky.
Look at that.
Are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to
A hard-running steer, but he handles it.
Welcome to the show. That's perfect.
And here we go.
Hello, Houston. Woo! Man, that'll pop the buttons on a Fat Boy shirt right there, I'll tell you. I'm telling you. I'm all right. You're going to be all right, too. I'm Bob Tallman, Boyd Pulamus, Andy Seiler. I stand between the two most brilliant rodeo announcers in the world. But on this final day, it's not who's the smartest, it's who's going to be the fastest. 1 out of 6 gets to show up tomorrow.
Or who's going to be the toughest when it comes to the bull riding, because really it's survival of the fittest. You just need to get to the whistle. And that's why I'm really rooting for a guy by the name of Trevor Rice out of Iowa. Check this out. He's had the highest marked bull ride of our rodeo so far, 88.5 points. This is a bull called Trinity, and he rode him quite easily. Tonight, or today if you will, in our final wild card, he's got a bull that he has drawn 3 times in the last 2 years, and he's ridden him every time with scores anywhere from 83.5 to 86. I think Trevor Rice is the hot shot today.
I feel another wager coming on, but I'm looking to one of the cowgirl competitions. Look out for Emily Beisel. She has given us one of our fastest times, but here's Hope Thompson in the breakaway roping, who's also been really hot. She threw us a 2-8 twice, and that's a world champion cowgirl that we didn't expect to be in the wild card competition, but the cowgirls came to play.
Yeah, they did. Either one of those cowgirls will be great to watch today. That's for a fact. Hey, there's a cowgirl on our broadcast team as well. She's down on the arena floor. Let's say hello to Patty Smith. Hi, Patty.
Hello there, Boyd. Yes, I am down here on the Star stage where Brad Paisley will be performing in just a couple of hours, and I also have my eyes on a cowboy in the tie-down roping competition behind us, and it is Riley Webb. He is currently the 3rd-ranked cowboy in the world, the reigning world champion, the Rodeo Houston champion, reigning world champion, and also the 2022 Rookie of the Year. Now, if you look up here, he has the fastest time in the rodeo so far with a 7-7. This was in Super Series 2, Round 2, with a 7-7. As I said, just 0.3 off the arena record, which is a 7-4. He's second out of the chutes tonight. He obviously knows how to rope. He knows how to do it fast, and today he's looking to do just that, guys.
Whoa, that's a lot of good stuff from Patty. Thank you for that. So there they are, the tie-down ropers. They're going to kick things off on this wild card Saturday at Rodeo Houston. Thank you to Boot Barn for bringing it to us. And man, oh man, here's the aforementioned Riley Webb. This is a year ago on the final Sunday, where he walked out of here with the 50 grand, the saddle, the buckle, and all that goes with it. Now look at this. The first 3 guys to go are world champions. Caleb Schmidt, Riley Webb, Marcus Costa. Then it's Kincaid Henry, Kyle Lucas. Those guys are both NFR qualifiers. And Bryce Deere got here through the Permit Challenge in Waco. That's how he got seeded into the top 40. Well, we're going to start. Why not start with a guy that owns the arena record?
That's Caleb Schmidt of Belleville, Texas. And if you want to win the wild card, it's like trying to steal a snack from a pack of wolves. This is a 4-time world champion who lives just down the road in Belleville, Texas. Austin County Cowboy has won nearly $2.5 million. The reigning champ of the Roping Fiesta in San Angelo, Texas will set the pace. Calf standing when he gets to him. Come on, Caleb, let's try and win another title in Houston.
He ran at that barrier. He ran at it. Boy, I tell you what, folks, he got Oh, he didn't get out. If he did get out, he got out like a bandit. But when you're first, you got to do this. You got to press because you know you got 5, as Andy pointed out, wolves coming behind you. And the 18-5, I've seen weird things happen here, but for now, it looks highly unlikely that Caleb would be moving on to our championship tomorrow.
All right, as we go to Riley Webb, the 2023 Houston Superstar Champion. Being a world champion, when you get a bump of $50,000 at Houston, gives you an edge. But when you think about it, the first guy was 34 years old. This kid's only 20. In Las Vegas, he averaged $17,200 a night, over 170 grand. He's third in the world right now. He was in our finals a year ago. Come tomorrow. Reach. Oh, ho. Boy, he put the sizzle on that. Get him up, get him over. String. Gather. Get out of there.
Wrapping a hooey.
Wrapping a hooey. And he's clean.
You're going to learn something about how you tie a calf and whether you gamble or not. Usually you take 2 wraps around all 3 legs and 1 wrap around the back 2, but he's only going to take 1 wrap around all 3 and then 1 wrap around the hind 2. That's commonly referred to in our industry as a wrap in a hooey. The dangerous thing there is the calf can kick free. And if the calf kicks free, you could end up with a no time. But right now, the champion of the world sits number 1 with an 8-3, and Caleb Smith is headed back to Austin County.
Andy, this guy is not known for being the go-round roper with the pressure. But I think today he's got one in his bag to pull out.
Marcus has the size and ability to handle all kinds of cattle. This young man grew up raising and training horses, and right now he's only got 2 numbers on his mind. 8.2. It's beat that time or go home, and that's why you see him pressing.
Yeah, he had to take a shot. Sometimes the Hail Marys work, sometimes they don't. Folks, the most important thing about a calf roper is his horse. And our next roper, Kincaid Henry, loves his horse, and he has a personality of his own.
Mario's personality is just a grumpy old man. He's like an old grandpa. He wants to do his job and get out and get back on some alfalfa pellets. He's just a grumpy old man, but he loves doing his job.
Grumpy old man.
Don't
look at me.
I didn't say anything. Nobody said your name was Mario, Boyd.
I like my chances with Kincaid Henry because him and Riley Webb are about the same age, just 2 years apart. Both young guys that know how to make something happen. Come on. Got to be 8-2, and a kicking calf is not going to allow it.
The horse's name is Mario. The calf's name is Sorry. Oh.
These guys have an internal clock, Bobby T. You know it. You've seen it. Right here, he knows I've still got a shot, but once that calf kicks, you see him let off the accelerator and just finish the run at 13-4. Kincaid Henry will have to go into the summer without a $50,000 check.
Yeah, he's disappointed. You mentioned this, Andy, before we went on air, that you're going to see more emotion out of Cowboys who are traditionally pretty stoic. They don't do touchdown dances and things of that nature. But on this day, and especially tomorrow, when you've got a shot at $50,000 that's only 8 seconds away, if it works, you're going to be elated. If it doesn't, you will see the disappointment.
Kyle Lucas, Carstairs, Alberta, Canada. 2nd generation Rodeo Houston competitor. Now he's in the top 30 in the world standings of the PRCA. 29 years old. Oh, he just won the all-around at Tucson. Woo! We're good with a 10-second. I know, sorry. I know, I hate to do it to you, folks. He just broke the barrier. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
All right, so here's what it comes down to. The last man to go at 22 years of age is trying to unseat the defending champion of Rodeo Houston.
And how did he get here? Remember, we use rankings to get about 36 of our guys in here. But then we let you qualify for Rodeo Houston through 3 different qualifiers. The Fort Bend County Fair, the Waller County Fair, and the Permit Challenge. This guy was not ranked in the top 40 in the world, but he won the Permit Challenge in Waco, so we gave him an invite to Houston. He made it all the way through his Super Series to a semifinal, and now he's an 8.2 second run away from unseating the world champ. Bryce Durr, Portales, New Mexico. Macon Murphy was 9-1. That's what won it yesterday. Clearly, you're going to have to be faster than that today with Webb on the clock at 8-3.
Look at the eye on this horse when he gets that camera shot back. I
his-
do believe that the horses understand this wild card.
Absolutely.
The other thing to keep in mind is we've had an 8-1 and an 8-5, but they broke the barrier. So that's what he's trying to make sure, that that calf is standing straight on all four legs, ready to break when the gate pops, because getting out clean has got to be the first step to beating that 8.3.
Well, at 22 years old, he's third, going on his fourth year. Now he's got to beat the world champion. 8-2 or quicker. Oh, boy.
That takes time. Ten and 3, and the jury has spoken, and the verdict is in. It will be the defending Rodeo Houston champion and the reigning world champion, that man right there, Riley Webb, has punched his ticket to defend his title at Rodeo Houston, and he did it through the wild card. There is a level of intensity, not just in the calf roping, but in every contest that you will see on display, whether it's a young Kincaid Henry or a reigning champion of the world taking a rap in a hooey, or the four-time champ of the world riding away. Oh, yeah. There are good days and bad, and whoa, he said, I just survived 4 wolves howling at my back door. Riley Webb will be able to defend his championship tomorrow at Rodeo Houston. Thank you to our friends at Boot Barn for bringing us the tie-down ropey.
This is the Rodeo Houston Super Series. Here's how it works. We invite 40 of the top competitors in each of our 8 events. They're divided into 5 Super Series. Each one of those events is 3 rounds. When they conclude, the 4 highest money winners advance to one of our 2 semifinals. There are 10 in each of the semifinals. We take the top 4 from semifinal 1 and semifinal 2 and advance them to the championship. The 6 that do not advance from each semifinal round get another chance. They'll go to one of our wild card competitions. The winner from each wild card will advance to the championship. They join the others for a shot at the $50,000. And that's how the revolutionary Rodeo Houston Super Series works.
We're going to the bucket shoots. Bareback riders are loaded and getting ready next at Rodeo Houston.
Rodeo knows there's nothing more important than safety. That goes for our fans too. The Crown Royal Riders want everyone to make it home safely. As you enjoy Rodeo Houston, please make sure to always assign a designated driver. Crown Royal wants you to drink responsibly.
There they are. That is our Cavender's Boot City crew. Folks, those people take care of all of the chutes, the ropes, the cattle, the tractors, the dirt, you name it. They are always behind the scenes here early and leave late. But I want to say thank you to Cavender's Boot City.
Captions are available on your mobile device at rodeohouston.com/captions. But we'll make it easy for you. Just point your camera at that QR code on the center screen, and it will take you directly to our closed caption mobile app.
Hey, look at the screens. You guys are looking good on the Carnival Cruise Line Cowboy Cam. Yeah, I know. If you're not paying attention, we'll put you up there. Oh, if you are, we'll give you a snorkel. I mean, if you're going on a cruise, you need a snorkel, right? Why not a set of horns? Thank you again to Carnival Cruise Line and our Cowboy Cam.
Welcome back to Rodeo Houston. I hope you took in the pig races. Oh, it is fun to bet on those pigs, and they will hook it around that pen. Just one of the many great things to do when you're at Rodeo Houston. But we like it a little more wild and a little more western inside NRG Stadium, so we're moving next to the Bareback Bronc riding, sponsored by Chevron. This guy is already qualified for the championships tomorrow. Leighton Berry will be here to try to defend his title, the Texas talent. But in the wild card today, NFR Cowboys like Rutherford, Lees, and Shadbolt. Taylor Broussard as well. It's going to be nip and tuck. And these horses are a little tougher, folks. They're not as user-friendly as some of the others we might buck in other performances.
Well said, Boyd. Shadbolt's got the horse called Night Faded. Folks, this horse is the highest marked out of 50 points of any horse in the pen today. I marked at Fort Worth, 47.5. I marked Asheer at Houston, 47.5. That means he is a bucking machine from Pete Carr. Woo! Oh, is not he beautiful?
Jeez. Talk about the torture and the torque that gets put on his right arm. That's a national finals bucking horse out of a world champion stallion called Night Jacket. Shadbolt is able to survive to the end, and he earned it. 87 points for Garrett.
You were so right with your first adjective, torture. That was 8 seconds of torture, and Shadbolt survived it to take the lead of 87. It took an 87.5 yesterday to win it, and that was Clint Lay that was able to pull that off. Now we're going to a kid from Diamondville, Wyoming. This is a Calgary Stampede bucking horse they call Why Not Crystal. They bucked this horse twice in San Antonio, and neither time did the Cowboy make it to the whistle. So this horse is unridden in 2024. Donnie Profit, who fought through Super Series 4, made it to semifinal 2, but then couldn't be the top 4 there, and that's why he's in this wild card. But keep in mind, he won the first round of his Super Series back in number 4. He was 87.5 in San Antonio, so he's got the ability. 23-year-old Cowboy in his 3rd season as a pro. 77.5 is what he did in his semifinal.
Bob watched this young man ride Virgil in Red Bluff for 90 points. So if he could pull some of those old memories, it would really, really help right now.
Come on, Donnie P. Wyoming fans, you're watching on the Cowboy Channel. Oh, no. You can kind of see it coming. Oh, you could kind of see it coming. He took a ripping about the 3rd jump. Now watch here. First jump, good, set, that's good. Now right here, this is where the jerk comes. You can start to see the pain. And when his feet start to go, he's saying, I've had all I can take. I'm going to lose my handhold. Give him a hand, folks. He'll be back.
Okay, guys, look at this. Got an 87 in the lead, but this guy was 89 points in his Super Series. Super Series number 5. This is Sam Peterson on a Survey NFR bucking horse called Prairie Fire. He rode this horse for 89 points. He's got to be 87.5 today, and he's got a horse from Pete Carr called High Heels. Rocker was 81 on this horse here a year ago. Chad Rutherford, who you'll meet, was 88. In Fort Worth. Come on, Sam. There you go, Sam. Oh, he spurred over the neck.
He didn't quit, though. He didn't quit.
I know, but that spurring over the neck almost cost him the ride. Wow. He's putting his feet right where the judges want to see him. Up there, up top. And that's what they want to see, but he makes one little bobble when the right leg goes over the top of the horse's mane. Right there. Now he didn't get the hold that he wanted, and that got him off his rigging. 85.5 points.
All right, earlier today we had a chance to ask Chad Rutherford. He's done so well at this rodeo, but he's in the wild card. How's he feeling today?
It's just another opportunity to make some more money. I just got to slay some dragons to get to the next step. So, I mean, let's go.
Well, the dragon underneath him is called Barn Buster, a Pete Carr Pro Rodeo. They were 83 on this horse in San Antonio. He needs to be 4.5 more than that if he wants to advance from wild card number 2. Hillsboro, Texas native, won nearly 5,000 this year. Strong bay horse underneath him, pulling him over the top. And a little side saddle action. 7.5. He will not make it to the 8. Another tough horse and a no score for Rutherford.
All right, Boyd, Andy, and I keep talking about how ranked these horses are to ride. This next Calgary Stampede horse called Twin Cherry. This goes back to Graded Coconut. The 6th, watch, look at there. Cherry knows where he's going. Here's the deal, Jacob Lees, he's a West Texas College. Handy at 27. Comes from Caldwell, Idaho, is in the top 15 a year ago. But Weston Timberman was 85.5 on this horse, won a round at San Antonio. Right now, you got to be 87.5. Uh-oh.
That would match the score that won yesterday's wild card round. These are the 6 guys that didn't make it out of their semifinal. 4 automatically advanced out of the 10. The guys in the wild card did not finish in the top 4 of their semifinals. So now they're all going for broke. Woo! You talk about rare out of there.
Hello, Houston.
You fellas mentioned somebody earlier not quitting. He did exactly what Sam did. That became survival. There's a lot of guys that would miss the mark out and be automatically disqualified. Then the horse jerks him to the front. He sets himself back. I know the number's not going to be a big one, but he gutted it out for you. 71 points for Lees, and that's going to hurt tomorrow morning.
6 points better than he was in Ellensburg last September. Now, let's go to a 5'10", 175-pound crawfish businessman. Taylor Broussard on Vitalix Enchanted Ernest.
This is a stallion underneath him. It is a stallion from the Serbia. Oh man, that big stud ripped him to second jump. Garrett Chadbolt, you're looking at him right there. Garrett, he just had to sweat out 5 of the guys. I just got chills seeing him, how stoic he is. Right here, rip. That'll tear the crawfish out of the net right there, guys.
Well, you said chills, Bobby T. They are all going to be looking for an ice bath as we get the thumbs up from Garrett Chadbolt.
Yeah. As the horse looks out over the top of the gate, he knows what his plan is, and there's Garrett trying to get along with him before the fire would blow. Folks, this is so physically demanding on your body. Very few of these men got to use the pickup men today. Almost every one of them hit the ground in a way that the horse decided, how are you going to hit? Their hands hung in the riggins, and their bodies took the brunt of everything that came their way. Even the champion got twisted and turned. And Sam Peterson, the cowboy from Montana, got a welcome to Texas moment. This was a ferocious pen of bucking horses. Congratulations to the Cervies for putting that pen together, because that was a handful. The champion of the National Western, Garrett Chadbolt, is heading to the championships at Houston. Thank you to Chevron.
Well, if you thought that was a wow, get ready. Team roping will be coming up next.
Thank you to Houston Methodist, official healthcare providers for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and supporters of Rodeo Houston Sports Medicine, caring for our rodeo athletes.
All right, here's a place where I want you to go. Rodeo royalty already in place. It's called the Fan Zone, presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. You can meet athletes, bullfighter, Leon Coffey, the royalty. They'll all be up there. Section 103 in section 124. While you're up there, pick up a Rodeo Houston belt buckle.
So we really hope that you have a ticket to tomorrow's final performance, the championship day at Rodeo Houston. But if you don't, you do have Bally Sports. They have been broadcasting all of our rodeo performances throughout the rodeo. We've talked about the Cowboy Channel, but how about our friends from Telemundo Houston? I want to welcome their two commentators, Enrique y Luis. Hola.
Hola amigos, saludos. Llegamos mañana a la ronda final, Luis, pero en estos momentos vamos al doble lazo.
Boyd, we've been talking about the brothers Minor, Riley and Brady, with a 5-5 and then a 4-6 and a 6-3 in Super Series number 5. They have not had good luck, or have they?
Yeah, they're good. They're seasoned veterans, and I think they're going to be in the running today. They know what's up in front of them. Good to see you on Telemundo Houston.
What a great-looking audience for a Saturday afternoon in the Bayou City. As we toss out a couple of long lines, it is team roping. Our gratitude will be shared with Mrs. Baird's and KHOU 11. They're sponsoring the duos that will duke it out. Last year, it was Ren Richard and Jeremy Bueller. They tightened them up in the quickest time on Championship Sunday for $100,000 split between the two of them. We've got past Rodeo Houston champions, world champions. The field is deeper than a stock pond.
I like a stock pond. The first man you're going to watch at the head end was in the finals on the final Sunday a year ago. Two-time champion of the world, Chad Masters. Wyatt Cox, yes! Oh, my. Now, boys, you got a rope in coming.
Oh, boy. They just served notice. So if you look over at the highest score that has been recorded in any of their rounds, nobody here has had a time faster, or actually two teams have. Snow and the Minor have both been under that 5-1. So let's go to Aaron Sinigini. Here's another world champion from the Navajo Nation. He's teamed up with a reserve champion of the world, the son of a world champion. That's Ryan Moats on the left of your screen. Widely known for having the best goatee in all of professional rodeo. Moats from Weatherford, Texas. Aaron Sinigini from Tuba City, Arizona. They've won about $9,500 as a team since they got to town. But all that matters now is 5 flat. If you're 5'2", it doesn't count. 5 flat or faster. There's Aaron. There's Ryan. Whoa! Boy, we got 4 more shots at this, and if they keep roping like that, our arena record of 4 flat might be in jeopardy.
I'd like to see somebody break it. Do it tomorrow. Cody Snow, Hunter Cook. What are you going to do with Texas and California, Andrew?
Well, Cody was with us here last year on Championship Sunday. Would love to be back, but now he has to be 4-7. 7 trips to the national finals for the California header, who sits number 6 in the world. Hunter Cook, 3 trips to Vegas where he won $162,000. They've been 4-5 in the second round of their Super Series. Long reach on the head side. Can we get 2 feet? We are only going to get 1 on the backside. That's a 5-second penalty, 10-2. Once we add 5 for only catching 1 hind leg.
All right, think about what you do in under 5 seconds to make a living. The next team have done this many times. Luke Brown, Travis Graves. Luke Brown at the head end has been to Las Vegas to the Wrangler NFR 14 times. 3 times, he's won the average. He's won nearly $3 million. That's the man on the right of your screen, Big Travis G. Jay Oklahoma with $2.5 million won. 3.3 million or 5.3 million collectively. You watch this guy at the heel end. Looks like a hungry bear. Luke spinning one. Get you some of this, boys. Oh, steer to the left.
Wow.
Wow.
So Luis and Enrique were referring to these two guys right here. the Brothers Minor have won so many of the biggest and best rodeos in the world. I mean, you're looking at Riley, he's 36, and Brady's 39. Riley's been there 11 times to the NFR. Brady's been there 13 times. They were 5-5 in the second round of round one. Oh, look out! Look out! Who would win the tiebreaker? It'd be on money one. So the Miners, that's right, we're tied at 4-8, but the Miners, the first tiebreaker is how much money has the team won. They're at 12,000, projected to go to 17 if they hold on for this win. So that means this last team, Bobby T, is 4-7 or nothing.
I'm going to take a little ownership in this Junior D's at the head end. Colby Payne, the champion at Fort Worth, number 2 in the world, will be at the heels. Matt Zancanella, I know you're watching today. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look out! Look out!
And just like that, the last team in the wild card throws up a 4.5, the fastest run of the rodeo this year. What a heel shot. Talk about riding a good corner. This steer takes a step to the left, and on the first legal jump, Colby Payne says, get you some of that.
That's how he won Fort Worth with Clay Smith, but give Junior D some credit, too. He threw that rope a country mile.
Wow. And got to sizzle on the horn catch. Oh, Colby, you just saved the day. Junior, I'm proud of you. I know Big Matt is too. That's team roping, boys. Save the best for last. Sometimes you look up and don't want to see what you see. Junior D's Colby Payne. They're at the top. As I say thank you to Mrs. Baird's and KHOU Channel 11.
The classic event of saddle bronc riding. We're going back to the chutes at Rodeo Houston.
Make the most of your day at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. After the concert, take a fast trip on a wild ride, or relax and enjoy a bird's eye view of NRG Park outside at the carnival, presented by First Community. Relax in the Champion Wine Garden, presented by Frost Bank, and raise your glass with award-winning wines from around the world. Pick up your boots and dance to live music in the Hideout every night from 6 p.m. till midnight. The Hideout is designed especially for rodeo fans over 21. So stick around. There's something for everyone at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Folks, we want to make sure that you're having a great time while you're at Rodeo Houston. But if you have an issue or a concern, just send a text to 832-241-0202. And someone will get right back with you. That number is also posted on the four corners of the stadium.
I am so proud of this group of men and women. That's our arena crew. They don't get a lot of pats on the back. They're talented. But a big thank you to Cavender's Boot City. Cavenders, what a great family, what a great story. That's our arena crew.
You know why he's making that face? Because he knows what's coming next. It's the saddle bronc riding. I love this event. There is nothing better in the sport of rodeo than a great saddle bronc ride. And our friends at Energy Transfer agree. Who gave us the best over the last 2 years on the final Sunday? Sage Newman. $100,000 for 2 different bronc rides on 2 years of Sundays. It'll be Houston Brown, Brody Kress, Brody Wells, world champion Spencer Wright, Wyatt Casper of Miami, Texas. We got them loaded, and we're ready in Wild Card 2.
These horses are just like the Barebacks, folks. They're called Eliminators. They're hard to ride. They're super ranked. This is a rematch. Brody had this horse in San Antonio, didn't survive. He's going to try to get even in Houston. Wells, the 22-year-old. Go on with it, Brody. That is Pete Carr's Tony Hawk, and Brody Wells gets even. A month ago in San Antonio, this horse put him on the ground. But in the Bayou City of Houston, the cowboy from Powell, Wyoming, answers the call with an 87-point ride.
Look at there.
Newman.
Yeah. Newman cheering him on. Wyatt Casper, he could use a little cheer as well. The Clarendon College superstar bronc rider from where he lives, not but 80 miles away, Miami, Texas, in the Panhandle. Folks, this is the number 3 man in the world, but tonight, this is Lexi's revenge. Horse have been out twice. Horse bucked them off twice. No. We got transmission problems on the line back then.
On behalf of bronc riders everywhere, let me just say, yuck.
Well, the horse kind of jumps up like a roach that you just sprayed. Okay, I mean, just
he's like a Tigger's bounce. They're going to give him a re-ride, folks. They're going to say that horse did not fit the pin, and so Wyatt's going to get another shot. Our judges have awarded him a re-ride.
You got to have some good vibes if you're in H-Town and your name is Houston. Houston Brown calls Miles City, Montana home, but look at the large horse named Dirty Flirt from Pete Carr Pro Rodeo underneath it.
This is in my humble opinion, one of the most wicked bucking horses I've seen in 40 years of announcing rodeos. This horse is wicked. I mean, dirty, rotten, big, huge. Wow.
I'm sure glad he didn't kick him or step on him.
Yeah, you got a kid dating your daughter you don't like, buy him that horse.
Watch this. To add insult to injury, the horse is going to kind of circle around and look back at him like, claimed another one.
Yeah. You're right, Andy. He comes back around and looks at him like, who's your daddy now?
Oh, I hope he's a big one. Hey, Brody Kress, what's your pre-riding music you listen to, even going into tonight where there's so much on the line?
Pre-riding music would be Viking music. It's called High Lung, and I just like listening to that because we listen to the same stuff driving up and down the road so much. It's kind of nice to just put something on where I can't understand the words or anything, so I can just focus on what I'm doing to get ready instead.
That's one man's playing. He's a 3-time state champion wrestler in the state of Wyoming. He's a 3-time champion of Cheyenne. He's a 3-time champion of the National Finals Rodeo. If it's we're doing once in Brody's life, he'll do it 3 times.
Well, speaking of music, he's got a horse named Erotic Tango.
There's a dance that's got to go along with that, not just the lyrics.
You don't say.
Yeah, they buck him in the bareback riding, put him in the bronc riding. Zeke Thurston, the reigning champion of the world, was just 86.5 on this horse, boy.
This horse was a bareback horse until 2024. I mean, for the last 2 years, they bucked this horse under a rigging.
It's a mare. She's a baby at 7 years old. And Brody Kress is giving that lady a dance. Woo!
Strong black horse taking a right-hand turn. You see those toes turned out by Kress. A little bit of a few jerks as you see the chin come up on the first couple of jumps, but 83 points will not be enough. And Brody Wells, the other Brody, can exhale for at least one more.
I was going to say, the only 2 guys that have ridden a horse today in the bronc riding are named Brody. If I were Spencer Wright, I'd change my name to Spencer Brody Wright. I'd add Brody as my middle name just so that I have a Brody in it.
Well, this guy was a resist-all rookie. Think about this, 12 years ago. Yeah, 4 times he's been to the big show. He's a world champion. Now, from the College of Southern Idaho, about 15 years ago, Twin Falls.
Bob, he had this horse 2 years ago in Denver and was only 70 points. He's got to be 87 and a half this afternoon as the Avenger has a few little ducks at the very beginning, a few more at the end. Oh no, I see a yellow flag down on the ground, fellas.
Even world champions can miss a mark-out rule. Watch his feet as the Avenger dives out of there. Must have been on the left side. Oh, he took the right one out pretty quick too, Boyd.
Yeah, here's the mark-out rule explained. Feet above the break of the shoulders when the front feet hit the ground. If you don't hold your feet above the break of the shoulders when the front feet hit the ground the first jump out, you could ride it from here to Beaumont. They're not going to give any points for it, so some tough luck for Spencer. Let's go to one of the toughest Canadians I've ever met. We heard him so bad in San Angelo a couple years ago. It's literally a miracle he's still riding.
He's talking about Lucas Mazka, High River, Alberta. His daddy owns some of the greatest world champion, Canadian champion bucking horses. But Jess Pope was 82 points on this blue chip. For those of you that are investors, I don't know if I'd invest in this or not. This is just a 10-year-old mare.
Blue chip stock, though. That's pretty good.
Not bad.
That's Fortune 500 stuff right there.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't think there was pickup man.
Just waiting down to pick up man.
Oh, now I'm ready.
Give it to him, Lucas. Attaboy, except your cheek. Oh, ho, ho. He's scratching, guys. He's trying.
Seems like each and every time I see Lucas, he gets just a little bit better. That's a great spur ride by Lucas. One of the nicer horses you're going to see in this pen. Tight circle to the right, but 76 will fall 11 points shy of his intended mark.
Well, Boyd, you liked the Brodies today. You had a couple to pick from. One was an 83, but the first guy out, Brody Wells, Powell, Wyoming. I just want to give Tony Hawk, Pete Carr, pat on the back. What a horse, what a ride, what a day. Now, Casper's re-ride. This ought to be Buffalo Bill. Ought to be.
Y66 is going to be about a 9-year-old horse for the Cervies, 9 or 10 years old. Buffalo Bill.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice ride. Ooh. Lost that left swell. Nice job by our pickup man to save him from falling pretty hard. Now, for the most part, this was an outstanding ride until about the last jump and a half, maybe. I think he's going to lose a swell and then almost loses the stirrup. So he's just trying to hold on. It'll be worth 81 and a half for Wyatt. And now it's official. Brody is going to top Brody.
Oh, yeah, they're cheering each other on up there. I want to say for Wyatt Casper, good luck when you get home with all the cattle you've lost in the wildfires. Lift on your bronc crane. Reach with your feet. Look at the fringe on those shafts of flying. And when 1,600 pounds insults you, said, I'll let him get back. Well, Brody, it's another day. Spencer, change your name to Spencer Brody, right? That'll work for you. There's a smile, a pat on the back from your favorite peers.
It was a battle of Brodies, both from Wyoming, but Brody Wells will advance from wild card number 2. Energy Transfer, our sponsor of the Saddle Bronc Riding.
Stay on the edge of your seat. Big boys and steer wrestling when we come back to Rodeo Houston.
It's time for Entertainer Trivia. Answer the question on the screen correctly for a chance to win season tickets to the 2025 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Captions are available on your mobile device at Rodeo Houston. That is rodeohouston.com/captions. Scan the QR code on the big screen right now, and it'll take you straight to our Caption mobile app.
Check out the best seats in the house. The chute seats, presented by Hess. They're right behind the bucket chutes. Those folks get to see all the interactions of our rough stock cowboys, how they prepare. Those are some outstanding seats.
Speaking of interactions, there are millions of memories made right here at the Fan Zone. Presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we've got two of them. Sections 103 and 124. There's Miss Rodeo America, Miss Rodeo Texas. And look at all the people smiling, getting autographs, creating a memory.
Well, as you find a new friend, get an autograph, get a buckle, get a set of horns. They're paper. They'll put them right on your head or your hat. 103 and 124, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to Houston. This is what's going to happen tonight at 8 o'clock. ExxonMobil is going to make 400 lighted drones fly above NRG Stadium. If you haven't seen this yet, we only do it on the weekends at 8 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday nights. We've employed some fireworks and pyrotechnics with it as well. 400 lighted drones. You got to take it in tonight at 8.
Right now, it's a steer wrestling time. The big boys of rodeo have come back, and we say thank you to Mattress Firm for bringing it to us. You go back to 2023, it was Dalton Massey who took the title here in Houston and utilized that to go to his first National Finals rodeo. Now we've got some gunners in this wild card, our second wild card, that would like to do some of the same, and some wily veterans down at the bottom.
Yeah, the last two guys on this list, watch out. Let's start it off with maybe one of the youngest at 25 from Kearney, Nebraska. He was a champion at Jackson, Mississippi, the Dixie Nationals.
Yeah, this is Big Gus Fredson. He got out of Super Series 1, but didn't get out of semifinal 2. He was 14-9. I think he broke a barrier in his semifinal. 2 horses, 2 cowboys, 1 Corianti steer.
And 1 big hazer. Clayton Haas on the Hazen side, Nebraska. Whoa! All right, at a 7-9, Boyd, you made a comment last night, and I agreed with you.
Watch how far he reaches to get this steer. Thank God Clayton Haas gave him a little bump. I don't know that 7.9 is going to advance, but he's glad for the help.
Yesterday, Ty Erickson won it with a 4-7 in that wild card. So, but these could be a different set of steers, Bob. I think we're about to talk about that.
Yeah, they go back and pick the good steers, but I agreed with Boyd last night. I think they picked the fastest ones. So if you can be under 5 like Erickson was, Kyler Dick, Oakley, Utah.
He too came out of Super Series 1, but couldn't get out of semifinal 1. Torque! 7 flat. And kind of like the Barebacks and Saddle Broncs, these are not a user-friendly pen of steers. So Nebraska and Utah has had their crack at it.
Here's
Let's
another
go back
Utah
to Utah
cowboy.
and try it again.
Here's another Utah cowboy that's making his first trip to Rodeo Houston and in the wild card round. We asked Cash Rob about it.
Just slow down and slow down and do the job that what you're here to do. As we've done it so many times, and it's just another rodeo. Just another rodeo.
Just another rodeo that he wants to stay at, and that's how you do it. 5.3, and the 20-year-old reigning Resistol Rookie of the Year keeps his dream alive.
All right, we're just working our way into it. Easy.
So, Bob, you know that Patty and I make picks for each performance.
Yes, sir.
And, boy, when you're looking at Rowdy Parrott and Jesse Brown, you're like, I almost got to pick one of those two, but I didn't. I went with Walt Arnold because I believe this guy is one of those young guns that is really coming up. He's number 8 in the world. He won a college national championship for Tarleton. He was 6'6" in his semifinal. That dog won't hunt today. He's got to be 5'2". But he's built right. His dad Brent taught him right. Come on, Walt. Wow. Folks, this is for the right to play in the championships tomorrow, and he just took the lead by 0.2 of a second. 5.1 for Walt Arnold.
All right, taking the times. He started with a 7, 9, and a 7. Went to 5-3. The North Central Texas Rancher at a 5-1. Jesse Brown, Baker City, Oregon. Here is the football star at Wazoo, Washington State, and again at Montana State. He was in the finals a year ago. There's the third-ranked man in 23. Right steer. Pull. Oh, no. Lay down. Oh.
That steer was fighting it, Bobby T. Fighting it like a kid that didn't want to get dressed for school, and he's going to break the barrier. So we add 10 seconds, 21-4 for Jesse Brown. Speaking of football, Rowdy Parrott, the next man you're going to watch from Mamou, Louisiana, is a big Bayou Bengal fan. LSU, the 3-time NFR qualifier, needs to beat 5-1.
Just as a comparison, the previous guy, Jesse, was 6'2", 210. Rowdy's 5'11", 180. So he can't use his size. He's got to use his technique.
He was close to the barrier line. Let's see how close he was. 5-7, and he will break the barrier as well. So 15-7. Texas will hold off Louisiana to advance another athlete into Championship Sunday.
Well, Mr. Paul Hamus, taking your second bet was your best bet of the day. Walt Arnold, proud of you, buddy, with a 5-1. Drive your feet in the ground, Jesse. Roll them over when you can. Walt Arnold, you did it better than anybody else today. We're proud of you. Proud of Coleman, Texas. 5-1, and it was all brought to you by Mattress Firm.
The Cowgirls are coming up next. The barrel racing happens inside NRG Stadium.
Wondering what to do after the show? Head outside to a one-of-a-kind beer garden and enjoy the official beer of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo at the Miller Time Bar. Discover a unique rodeo oasis. Come unwind with a hard seltzer or beer at the Topo Chico Hard Seltzers Oasis. And if you've worked up an appetite, head on over to the ranch for a casual or fine dining experience. So stick around. There's plenty to do and something for everyone at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Well, I want you to check the screens for your answer of the trivia question. The winner will be announced tomorrow on the 17th. Hello.
Oh, man.
Hey, look at the video screens, everybody. It's the Carnival Cruise Line Cowboy Cam.
What'd I tell you?
Looks like Leon's found some friends. Oh, howdy.
You see that?
Come on, you were taking selfies earlier. You can't take a picture of that? Now we're going to put some horns. Put your phone down. We're going to put some horns on you. That is the Cowboy Cam, brought to you by Carnival Cruise Line. That's a Western stash if I've ever seen one. Howdy, Captain. Where's the snorkels? I want the snorkels to come back.
Wow. That's what it might look like when you're riding a horse in the barrel race. We tried to get Andy to the carnival a million times. He's just not tall enough to get on many of the rides. But boy, that one right there would be fun. We're going now to the barrel racing competition. And it is brought to you by SNB Engineers and Constructors. So far, so good. For Jordan Bragg, she won this rodeo back-to-back. She couldn't return this year due to injury, so she cannot attempt the three-peat. But Cassie Mowry, who just won San Antonio for the second year in a row, could try to become a two-time champion here. Winkelman's #1 in the world, and we start with Cassie. She made the finals a year ago. Dublin, Texas, 4-time NFR qualifier. Western Texas College student athlete. Won a college national championship there. Here's Maury from Dublin, Texas. Fastest run of the entire 19-day rodeo. Folks, that is the fastest run of every performance we've held. 14:43.
Keep those Texas flavors going with Ashley Castleberry, the #2 cowgirl in the world. Now listen up. Her fastest run this year came in round 3 of our first Super Series. She was 14:65. She has to better that by 0.2 of a second if she wants to advance. Texas Circuit Finals champ. She won Deadwood, South Dakota. Watch the Galloping Ghost around barrel number 1. 2 right-hand turns to finish it. It's a Montgomery, Texas cowgirl that needs your help. 14:68, and that's going to be just a touch too long.
All right, you Texas fans, I'm going to need to borrow you for a minute for a lady from Big Lake, Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes. This is the #1 lady of the WPRA standings tonight, Sarah Winkleman. Now watch, when she turns them loose, stay away, stay away. Whoa, no, I didn't mean that far. Get a little better on this one. She does. Ooh, raised her leg to get over it. Texas, help her. 15-17, that first barrel. That was the real estate sale. She bought too much dirt.
Let's go to West Texas. San Angelo's had a good rodeo. They won the Grand Champion steer. And now Presley Reed would like to win the barrel racing. She did clock a 14:69, so we know she's got it in her. Got to beat the 14:43. Good tight turns on both barrels. Tight corners, straight lines. Come on, Texas, ride with her. Presley Reed, wow. That is the second fastest run of the entire rodeo. 14:50. It's just not fast enough to get her a date for tomorrow's championship round.
Now we bring in a millionaire from Buffalo, South Dakota, Jessica Routier, who finished 3rd here a year ago. Now she has to be 14:42. She's been as quick as 14:57. Palomino horse powers past the second. A lady from the the Badlands.
Andy, I've watched her and that horse probably make 150 runs, and I've never seen him do that.
Oh, a no time for a broken pattern.
Even a new car will break down on you, boys.
That's true.
All right, Emily Beisel, the riding redhead on a bay strip face horse. Here is the Governor's Cup winner to the left. You're good. Oklahoma. Little choppy. You're okay. Now Cohen's kick. Woo! 14:61, 0.2 off what she needed to be. What about the top of the ground, Cassie Mowry? Took advantage of the best ground on them.
3 of those times would have won first in yesterday's wild card.
Our timed events have been outstanding tonight as some of the best horses in the world scratch the surface, clawing past each barrel, trying to turn in the fastest time, and this afternoon you saw it. It was a past champion of Rodeo Houston, Cassie Mowry, who would love to win that title for the second time. She gets out of wild card number 2. Thank you to S&B Engineers and Constructors for bringing us the barrel racing.
Well, we're going to stay with the ladies' competition of the WPRA. It is breakaway roping time, and it's sponsored by Oxy. Now, that lady, Hallie Williams, is the superstar of this event at this rodeo. But we've got 6 superstars today. The world champion Sawyer Gilbert, world champion Hope, Tiffany, Martha, world champion. Look at that. 3 out of 6 have already got a gold buckle, Andy.
Well, this is just like the tie-down roping. We had 3 world champions roping calves then. We've got 3 world champions in the breakaway roping. Here's one of them that Bob just mentioned. Sawyer Gilbert, Buffalo, South Dakota. She was 2-8 in the final round of Super Series 4. As the calf slows down, costing her probably half a second. 3-5. That's how the past world champion, who sits number 16 in the world, will start it out.
So we'll go now to Hope Thompson. You're looking at a 4-time world champion, 2013 world champion breakaway roper. She's been 2.8 here twice. Shelby Beaujolais Medjid won yesterday's wild card with a 2-3. Here's Thompson, Abilene, Texas. Stick it. Is she clean? It looks so. Good job, Hope. 2.8 will now set the bar for the final 4.
The next lady's husband, you met in the team roping on the Heelan end a few minutes ago. They're from Floresville, Texas. Tiffany Sheik, Redmond, Oregon champion. Now, she was a finalist here a year ago. Now, watch this little yellow horse. She's not going to wait long. Smooches him up just a little bit. You got to be 2.7. She broke a barrier to beat 2.7 in her last run. You can do this. Yeah! And she knows not to look back. I love the way she ropes, though. That lady ropes good. 12-3.
I'm proud of her. You know, she knew what she had to do and took a run at it. You know, it's like 4th and 2 Super Bowl. You want to win it or don't you? And she definitely wanted to win it. All right, Miss Martha. Martha Angeloni, originally from Virginia, now living in Stephenville, Texas. Her and her sister Sarah, a fabulous breakaway roper. Martha is the 2022 world champion. 4 times to the national finals in the breakaway roping in Las Vegas. Gotta be 2.7. No.
I don't like the way her loop folded up when she dropped it out. It's hard to drop a loop, pick it up, get it open, and get it gone.
So speaking of ladies who can get a loop up very quickly and toss it out there, Danielle Lohman, the #1 cowgirl in the world of Gilbert, Arizona, has been as quick as 2.5 here. But at a shorter setup in San Antonio, where she won the title, she roped a calf in 1.6 seconds.
And she also won Fort Worth back in late January, early February. That's why she's #1 in the world.
So if anybody can beat that 2-8, Danielle can as she reaches out. But it does not drop over the nose of the calf. She gets the front leg in the loop. That's an illegal catch. And so it'll be a no time for Lohman.
I hope it's a good omen when I say there's hope, Maddie. I said this about 3 nights ago, and it worked. She's in that top 5 of the world standings, NFR Open champion. Boyd and I watched her last July in Colorado Springs. Pikes Peak or Butts Rodeo. Texas Circuit champion, Maddie Dearman. Simple, 2.7. You can do this, Madison. You can do this. But she broke the barrier. I mean, she rode out of there like, man, I'm on fire and only got a gallon of gas to get to a water pump. That cost you.
That is the look of sheer intensity as the barrier proved to be the equalizer for multiple cowgirls that were reaching to try and stop the clock as quickly as possible. For those that it worked for, it's a smile and a wave and one more chance. For those that it didn't, it's better luck next year and hope you get another shot at a title in Houston. The world champion Hope Thompson will get out of wild card number 2. Thank you to Oxy for sponsoring our Breakaway Ropers.
Oh boy, you're gonna like this. The bovine goes crazy in the bull riding when we come back.
There's those busy men and women. That is our arena crew. I want to say thank you to Cavender's Food City for sponsoring them.
Yeah, they work all the equipment. Visit the Fan Zone, presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. There's 2 of them. One at sections 103 and 124. You can take a picture with Spencer Wright, a world champion saddle bronc rider. You can pick up a Rodeo Houston belt buckle while you're up there. You can even see behind Spencer, there's the Rodeo Houston Championship saddle. Look, folks, our cowboys are so approachable, so friendly. This is something you definitely need to do while you're at Houston. It'll make the whole experience that much more fun. So go see them. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance Fan Zones, sections 103 and 124.
Hey everybody, professional bullfighter here, Dusty Tuckness at Rodeo Houston. I want to give a big shout out to the team that keeps this thing moving, the sports medicine team and Houston Methodist. As you can see, I'm a little banged up myself right now, and they've been taking care of me. You know, they're doing everything in their power to keep us competing, and all the doctors, therapists, trainers, we give a big shout out to you all for keeping us going and doing what we love to do here at Rodeo Houston. Thank you.
Y'all having fun? Smile a little bit. You look great.
Another outstanding audience here in Houston. They're all smiles. Great times had by all as we try to advance our final athletes to Championship Sunday in the bull riding. Who's bringing it to you? Well, that's Rock and Roll Denim. Now, as we peek back in the rearview mirror, 1 year ago, Kai Hamilton took the bull riding title, parlayed that into a world championship as 6 more individuals look to punch their ticket from wild card number 2 into our championship round.
But those are 3 of the greatest bullfighters to walk planet Earth. On the left, the greatest of all time. In his 15th year at Rodeo Houston, welcome Dusty Tuckness back to the Bayou City. Nate Justice stands beside him, an NFR bullfighter. And the fastest man in cleats, Mr. Bo Sheets.
And then there was one. The only Leon Coffey. He is a Hall of Famer. You got a problem? What's your deal? Everybody, hold on a minute. Hold on. Hey, folks, we'd like to take a moment to recognize this incredible man. He's dedicated his life to protecting cowboys. He's been a fixture at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo for over 30 years. And tonight, we celebrate with Leon. Tomorrow afternoon will be the last time that he crawls in the barrel in this Rodeo Houston arena. But don't worry. He's not going anywhere. Leon will always be a member of our rodeo family. He'll be with us every day, doing the things that mean the most to him, making people happy and promoting the sport of rodeo. One more
Let's
time.
roll with this.
Leon Coffey.
Place will never be the same without him inside that barrel. But I'm glad to know we're going to keep him around. He's got 2 more performances in the barrel, but he'll never leave Rodeo Houston. All right, Coy Polmeyer, you're up. Ford Scott, Kansas. Vitalix Hard Knocks. Greek Young rode this bull here this year for 85 points. The bull is 55-12 in his career. Oh. Well, make it 56-12. As I said at the top of the show, just get one rode. Get one covered. And Coy was unable to do that in this wild card round. That little black dude can buck.
He had all kinds of electricity. I agree wholeheartedly. Jasper, Texas, and Braden Richardson next to try it out. Qualified to the National Finals Rodeo 3 years ago, back in 2021. His highest mark ride came from the second round of our 4th Super Series, where he was 85 points. But he's got a bull that has a, how do we say, impolite disposition. This is mayhem.
Yeah, he's pretty good in the chute, I think, for the most part. Sometimes he might bawl a little bit. But when he's done, whether you've ridden him or you've bucked off of him, you better be light on your feet. You better look like Andy Seiler leaving the steer auction heading for the mutton busting. I mean, you better be able to fly, because old Mayhem will try to, well, touch you.
Yes. You talking about body contact?
Yeah, and I'm not talking about it in a loving way either.
No. Well, the flies on that bull's back are going to be the first thing that bucks off, and then Braden's going to stay there for another 7. You ready, Houston? One man's got to do it. One man's down. He's about to slide up on his bull rope. I want everybody in the house, every Brad Paisley fan that's here today, I want you to come alive. We're going to ride this bull. Don't quit me. Hold your breath. You ready?
Did you hear him down there? He said, I don't really want to get him too riled up.
Trying to get his horns out of the gate. They don't want the bull to hang up. They want the cowboy to have the best shot possible that first jump out of the chutes.
It's fishing right there.
I think that might make him mad. Bull said, just open the gate. I've got a trip for you.
Like Dusty Tuckness is the bull whisperer. He said, just keep rocking and talking to him. What's he saying back?
Everybody's got a gimmick. You push, I'll pull. You hold the rope. He's just trying to hold it. There's Dusty. Where else have you been to a rodeo where you got microphones in the chutes? You can hear 5 people all doing their job.
I just heard Binion make the call that we're going to get off of that bull, Binion Servey, who's shoot bossing down there, and he said, okay, we're going to get off of that one. We're going to go up to the next guy, who happens to be Jace Trotz-Claire, a young gun, 21 years old. There's Binion. So what has Jace done this year? Oh, I don't know. He's 87 in San Antonio, 87.5 in Fort Worth, 87 in Lufkin. He's got a bull called Smokin' Hot. Strand Smith was 85.5 on this bull here earlier in the rodeo.
Well, you hit the right number. They were 87 on him at Loveland, Colorado, 87 on the bull at Cheyenne. Average 87 points. Ooh.
Look at your bullfighters. Folks, it's you know, you can't even contemplate how many lives these bullfighters have saved. How many broken legs or broken ribs these guys have saved. Watch them swarm in the minute they see Jason trouble. There's Tuck, there's Sheets, there's Justice. They're right there to make sure the bull rider can get away, and if the bull chases anybody, it's them. They're just, again, 3 of the very best at what they do, and that guy is the GOAT.
I can't spell the word phenomenal, but they're a level above that. There's Dusty Tuckson. All right, Braden, we're back to you. They took the flies off the bull. They reset his rope.
We've been talking about so many different stats, numbers. Right now, to me, the only number that matters is 8. 8 seconds. Ride the bull and let the rest of it take care of itself.
Because that's what, now look, in the event that we didn't get one ridden, Strand Smith, who is going to be the second to the last guy to go, is going to win the tiebreaker based on money.
He's got $6,000 earned. Braden, he's got $3,000.
He'd get $3,000 more if he wins this round.
Oh, yeah. You can win more than the $50,000, but that's what counts for the points of the PRCA.
Now remember, Mayhem has an attitude.
Shit. Yeah, that's pretty good. You would have to bring that up. Left foot, drop your elbow.
Yep,
drop your elbow. Yeah.
Like I said, clock says 8. Do your job and let the rest of it take care of itself. The hug from the Hall of Famer. How much noise can you make for 84 points? And Texas has some talent on the board.
Okay. Well, now we know you got to be more than 84 points. Woo! That's good stuff. As we get ready to go to Trevor Rice, he's one of the shorter bull riders here. We asked him, will that help you today?
I think it's better. I got a lower center of gravity, and when I get a little bull, they fit me a little better. So, but I do like bigger bulls.
Well, this one is pretty chubby. This bull's kind of chubby. Trevor's had this bull 3 times, and he's been anywhere between 83 and 86 points. He's ridden them all 3 times. He needs to be 84 and a half to unseat Braden Richardson.
He's got, oh.
There we go.
Hey, look out. Oh no, he's coming back for more. He's hungry. Run, Trevor. Oh, bullfighters, thank you again. Now you'll notice he's riding this bull overhanded. I thought he was going to get her done right here. Now watch them boys move in. Right there he said, here, hit me, leave him alone. Bull said, no, I just soon hit you both and step on him.
Here's Tuck, going to take the hook, but watch the hind legs of the bull. They're going to step on him.
You don't get up from that.
Well,
just don't get up in a hurry.
That'll make you want to be a dentist. Not near as much peril.
All right, here's the guy that's got $6,000 won. Strand Smith, Lantry, South Dakota. He won that $6,000 already. He's in the top 20 of the world. 23 years old, but listen to this bull. They were 87.5 on him in Denver. This little black volley is, oh, he's good. Oh, perfect upper body, feet set, yes! Now the challenge is on. Strand Smith. There's another Strand Smith world champion calf roper. 81 points. 3 shy. Good job. Good hair.
It really is. So there he sits, all by himself, Braden Richardson, watching the stuff unfold in front of him. And he's watching last year's Resist All Rookie of the Year, a 20-year-old kid who made it to our championship round last year. You talk about good hair, wait till you see the hair on T. Parker. The bull he's drawn is called Mellow Yellow. Now, Mellow Yellow has not been bucked very often. As a matter of fact, only 5 times. Of those 5 times, only one guy has ridden him, but that was for 85 points. The exact number T. Parker needs to muster today in order to ride in the championships tomorrow. This is playoff football, folks. Tomorrow is the Super Bowl of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. But to get there, you got to win this day.
He only lives an hour plus from here. He's from Winnie, Texas. Anybody ever fly out of Anahuac Airport? That'll be a treat. He was here a year ago. Tomorrow.
Bull's being a little testy. He doesn't like it looking to the left when he's got to turn to the right. There you go.
Right, mellow yellow. What? Right-handed bull went left. Hey, Braden, you like this, Braden? Yeah, I knew he'd have a grin. That is a great kid. He's your neighbor. Give him a hand for the try.
Oh, gonna dunk him like a donut. Mellow Yellow is now 6-1 in his young career. And Braden Richardson, will see you tomorrow, Cowboy. You've made it to the championships. Oh, Leon, your face tells 1,000 stories. Throw them back into the pen where they start. Look out for the horns and the hooves. They're going to get you, whether you're a bullfighter or a bull rider. The pain is real. The elation when you conquer one is equally real. And the dissatisfaction when you come up short is just as real as well. Everybody loves to celebrate great rides, but always give glory to where glory belongs. Braden Richardson has made it to the championships of Rodeo Houston through the wild card round, and we say thanks to Rock and Roll Denim.